Good morning, welcome back. It is Friday, end of the week here. Of course, I'm fortunate, took today off work, so got a 4-day weekend. Went to Cicero, Indiana last night with the family, watched the fireworks over the reservoir up there, or lake as they like to call it. But it's a pretty fun time, just kind of hanging out, watching the sunset on the lake, watching the fireworks thereafter, eating some of the food, from the food trucks up there and the Mexican restaurant up there. So it was a good time overall. But back to today's video is a mail day, which we have a few items from a few different places, which we'll get talking about here in just a second. The first one got a couple of NASCAR hero cards. These are from Castrol. I believe this might have been a Facebook message. I can't remember exactly, but RFK, I like that paint scheme for Brad K. Nicely done. Post office warped them a little bit by stuffing them in the small mailbox, but USPS is USPS, and they do USPS things. Got a second hero card in the envelope. Again, Castrol Edge with Keselowski and Buescher. Super cool paint jobs there. And there are the two drivers on the back. I'm guessing that's the back. Maybe that's the front. I don't know. But either way, two very nice hero cards from Castrol, so thank you to those folks. Up next, we have some cards that I received in a trade from a viewer, Tim Henson. He sent me an email about some cards that I had recently pulled, and he asked me, what I might be interested in, and well, he was wanting a couple of the baseball cards that I pulled, and then on top of that, he was asking for some Donruss singles for his set, so I was able to help him out there, the 2023 Donruss Racing, and he sent me some vintage, I say vintage, but mid-90s NASCAR racing, so we'll go over those real quickly. Some of these I have, some of these I don't. I'm going to have to see if I need some of these for sets, but we got an Ernie Irvan 1996 Upper Deck Road to the Cup. And I sometimes have nightmares about that set as much as I ripped of that back in the day. Another Ernie Irvan. And these are kind of grouped into drivers a little bit. So some mid-90s Irvan when he was with Robert Yates. There's a Trax. Another Trax. I believe this is 95 max, 94, 95, 96 max, all kind of run together to me, so I always have to look at them. Robert Yates, Hall of Famer. There's the owner, behind the scenes owner card. Terry Labonte, two-time champ, Hall of Famer. Iconic card that Kyle Larson finally got to run the paint scheme of this year. Throwback weekend. Got a few Richard Petty cards here. I believe this was from, I can't remember if that was, well, it's 95 max, so it wasn't the set that I'm thinking of, but you see it's perforated, and you can kind of make a little bit of a stand-up card with it. Another 95 max here. Then I remember when Richard was wearing the 7-7 hat for him, and I believe it was Earnhardt maybe on the other side. Yeah, you can see the Dale Earnhardt signature there on the other side of the cap. Dale Jarrett 96 Max Odyssey. Putting that set together was an Odyssey. We have a Bobby Labonte, Ricky Craven from 97 Scoreboard. Now this one really caught my eye. This one I know I don't have, the Harry Gant 95 Max License to Drive. And I thought this was pretty cool with the way that they did it with like the replica of that particular state's driver's license. But very iconic car there. Have a few more Harry Gants here, so I appreciate those. Got one of the Lumina he ran in 94, his final full-time season. Of course, he did run the 96 All-Star race for Bill Elliott. Here, Harry won the pole for the fall Bristol race. He was eligible for the 95 Busch Clash, but chose not to compete. There were 3 drivers eligible for the 95 Busch Clash that didn't compete. Harry Gant due to retirement, and Chuck Bound and Ernie Irvan due to injury did not compete. So we got a couple more Harry Gant cars. There's his Busch car that he ran in his final season. And then a 94 action packed as well. I believe that's 94. Yes, 94, because 93 and 95 had very, very different designs than that one. So once again, thank you, Tim, for that. Really do appreciate that. So now we're going to go to this next group of cards. This was a purchase on the Nuts group on Facebook. Some of you may be familiar with that, but it's kind of a group where lots of people buy, trade, sell. There's a lot of activity. I bought off of several people. Now I've bought off of one of our own from some of the groups that you see on there, and he's also in our High Octane Cards group on Facebook, Mr. Casey McMullen. So thank you for this. I really, really do appreciate it. So we're going to go over these cards. So we got a Harry Gant. What year is that? It's numbered 26 out of 419. Press Pass did weird numbering back in the day, and it's a 2008. So nice. And of course, a lot of those drivers back then, on-card autograph, nice signature. Then from 2007, Press Pass Legends, a Harry Gant fire suit. And I don't think it's numbered. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. Yeah, there it is. 149 of 199. And that paint job is the one that he ran in his final race in Atlanta in 1994. That's also the original paint job for the Skull Bandit car when they started racing in 1981. Up next, I think, excuse me, I believe this is 2002. It is. But it's a Coca-Cola Kevin Harvick, numbered 629 out of 900. Almost like it is Press Pass, but it's almost like the Hot Treads design, or the the way that the tire piece is above the card. Next, from 2022 Panini Chronicles, this one is not numbered, but it's super cool, and it's part of the Jet Black set. Richard Petty. So it looks like you got white and blue there, so definitely STP/Petty blue there, and part of the white uniform, so super cool. Another one from Legends, I believe this is, I can't read it, it's too small, probably 2007, 8, thereabouts. It's numbered 4 out of 175. Mr. Neil Bonnet relic, race-used fire suit. Super cool. And then our final one from 2017 Panini Torque, a dual relic, numbered 11 out of 99. Kyle Larson. So we've got a super cool, some kind of NASCAR's a registered something, so I don't know what decal that is. And a tire piece. Well, it looks like a tire piece, but it could be sheet metal. It could be something. So super cool once again. So once again, Casey, thank you very much for that. Really, really do appreciate it. And he did throw in a pack of 1994 Max, which let's go ahead and see what we got in it. So this is 1994 Series 2, and it has randomly inserted rookie class of 94. So that was a cool insert set. So that set had like a headshot of the driver and then their door panel behind them. So you'd have drivers like Jeff Burton, Ward Burton, Steve Grissom, Johnny Andretti, Loy Allen Jr., Billy Standridge, and I'm probably missing one from that year. But seemed like that was a really, really strong rookie class that season. So does this actually have odds on it? No, it does not. Yes, it does. Look you there. We're going to look at our odds here and see what we can pull. Chances of finding foil stamp rookie class 1 in 12. Autograph cards are 1 in 200. Blah, blah, blah. So let's see what we can find. So this is our promo piece. Win our 1 in 100 contest. Blah, blah, blah. And then I'm going to start off with a Busch Series card of Terry Labonte. They bricked up a little bit, but that happens with cards of this era. Ken Schrader Busch Series. All-Star Race 1994. Go back and watch the Open from 1994 and the Winston from 1994. Two crazy races. Gary and Carolyn Bechtel. We did send a TTM to them here about a year or so ago. Dale Jarrett Busch Series card. Don't know what that hat is, but hard to say. Magic Shoes Mike McLaughlin. So they're loading us up with some Busch Series regulars here. Bob Jenkins, passed away a couple years ago, legendary reporter for ESPN, or commentator for ESPN, that is. Again, the All-Star race from 1994. The ones with this white border, the Winston Select, so it chronicles the All-Star race, the Open, and the main show. Again, this was just one crazy night. Peter Suspenzo, he was part-time driver, crew chief, kind of did it all. And our final card of the day is going to be a memorable moment. And this is going to be Mike Skinner on the pole for the Busch Series race in the spring of 1994. I believe that was a Gene Petty-owned car. Here you see Harry again on the outside. Looks like, I can't even tell who that's behind Harry. I should know, but Elton Sawyer on the inside of row 2. So there you go, Mike Skinner. Yep, owned by Gene Petty, cousin of Richard Petty. So this was one of the things that helped Mike Skinner get noticed. Then he came to the Truck Series and pretty much put a hurting on everybody the first year that they were racing. So anyway, thanks again for watching. Thank you again to the folks at Castrol. Thanks to Tim Henson and Casey McMullen, both for the trade and the great deal on the cards. Really, really do appreciate it. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. It's a little longer than normal, but we had a lot to cover in a short time to get there. So make sure you come back at noon for Fast Packs. We'll be ripping a pack of 1990 Fleer NFL football cards and hoping to pull some more Hall of Famers and All-Stars. So we will see you at noon, and enjoy the rest of your Friday.